Can I just flow for a minute? Hello, it's Blue. So, hope y'all been doing all right. Let's jump right into it. First of all, anybody who wished me a happy birthday, I appreciate it. Just want to say thank you for that. The big 5-0. I was sick the whole time. Still on the mend, but grateful to be through the worst of it. That's I don't get sick often, but that one was rough. So I'm grateful for my healing. The 28th of February is coming up. And I know that y'all have, or we have, this thing that we are to demonstrate the power of the black dollar by refraining from buying at all on that day, which I can dig. I need y'all to also be mindful of something. I think it's incredible how of all days this became the day to do this, because also on the 28th is going to be a very special thing happening up in the sky. And what's going to be happening is that there's going to be a planet parade. What does that mean? That means 7, count them, 7 of those glorious planets up there, each of them representing their own energy, their own personality, their own doings and workings, will be aligning themselves in the sky. Now remember, we had this about a month ago, right? And so on the 28th, the same is going to happen, but this time you've got 7 instead of 6. 7, that number of completion. So while you're out there doing your thing, I need y'all to know that that energy is up there. Now would be a great time to start thinking and getting yourself prepared for this, because when you have that level of energy all coming together, they're there to witness something. They're there to see something through. They're there to see the culmination of things. Shit about to pop off. The last time this happened last month, I told my coworker, I said, hey, tomorrow those planets are going to be lined up. Some stuff is going to be going down. Be ready, be watchful. Sure enough, the next day, whole active shooter situation comes into play. Crazy, right? Nobody was hurt. It was an online threat, but it was enough to shake us up. And then she calls it out. She looks over at me and says, you called it. You called it. I'm like, you would be able to call these things too if you read the sky. That being said, the same thing is happening on the 28th, right? So remember your words, remember what you're putting into the atmosphere on that day. In fact, you really should start now, because it's like a shadow period. As we get closer to the day of, the energy is already starting to pour onto the land. So be cognizant of that. Be cognizant of your words, how you move, how you treat people. You don't want to piss anybody off up there. But all that being said, since we're going to be doing this and being at one accord on the 28th of this month, which is this week, we need to also put words with our action to really bring this thing together. Because remember, when we move as a cohesive unit, it's harder for the enemy to break through, right? So let's let that be our rally cry on the 28th, Melanated America. While we're going through this one day, and those who align with melanated people, let's just put it that way. I want to be inclusive of those who empathize with the Black journey and the Black experience and understand our plight. Stand in solidarity with us on the 28th. And as you go through your day, Let the words come out of your mouth to the universe, asking Spirit to confuse and consume the enemy. Restore your people. Ashe. Again, confuse and consume the enemy, Spirit. Restore your people. Ashe. Confuse and consume the enemy and restore your people. Ashe. Let that be the words that come out of your mouth throughout the day on the 28th. And watch what happens. Because remember, you got a whole host of heavenly energy that's watching, that's hearing, that's taking that in. Man, can you imagine if there's a million of us saying that? Can you imagine putting that thought, that energy into the atmosphere to rise up to them, for them to activate that thing, to show them that there can be some cohesiveness within us as a people, that we can stand at one accord, right? For a common goal. Again, I'll say it again. We should ask Spirit that the words form from our mouths on the 28th throughout the day. And if you can't say it aloud, say it in your heart. Spirit, confuse and consume the inner enemy. Restore your people. Ashe. If you don't say Ashe, you can say Amen. Or you can say that's what's up. Whatever works. Or end it as it is. What is it? And it is so. That's another one I like to say. Confuse and consume the enemy. Restore your people, Spirit. Ashe.
Right.